Hello everyone, welcome to course study on solid mechanics. In today's lecture we are going to discuss about the numericals which are based on the concept of simple stress and the strain and generalized Hooke's law. Now we have the statement of first numerical. A standard steel specimen of 12 mm diameter elongated 0.22 mm in 200 mm gauge length when it is subjected to a tensile force of 30 kN. Determine 3 elastic constant if the Poisson's ratio is 0.25. As given in the numerical, we have a standard steel specimen of 12 mm diameter. Now, this is a standard steel specimen of 12 mm diameter. The cross section, which has a circular one, it has a diameter of 12 mm. It is elongated by 0.22 mm over a 200 mm gauge length. So the original length is 200 mm. This length is 200 mm. It is subjected to a tensile force of 30 kN. Now, due to the application of this tensile force, the bar will get elongated in this manner. Due to the application of this tensile force, the bar will get elongated in this manner. Therefore, we have the elongation of 0.22 mm. We are going to determine the value of 3 elastic constant. It means that we have to determine the value of E, G and K from the given data. The Poisson's ratio which is given in the numerical is 0.25. Now we have the one-dimensional Hooke's law, which is given by sigma is equal to E into epsilon. This is the equation by using Hooke's law. Stress is directly proportional to strain, and we have to remove the proportionality constant by the letter E, which is known as Young's modulus. Therefore, from this equation we have E is equal to sigma upon E. But all of you know that the value of sigma is given by P by A, and the value of epsilon is given by change in length over the original length. Those values we are going to put into this particular equation. After putting all those values, I am having the final relation PL upon A into delta L. Now, as given in the numerical, we have the value of P, which is equal to 30 kilonewton. This is 30 kilonewton. So in Newton it will become 30 into 10 raised to 3 Newton. We also have the value of length, which is given, it is 200 mm. Means on putting the value of P and L, we have this equation. We have diameter equal to 12 mm. So from the diameter we will calculate the value of area pi by 4 into 12 square. And we have the value of delta L, it is 0.22. So this is the entire equation by using this particular formula PL upon A into delta L. On solving this equation, we have the value of E. E is equal to 241.143 into 10 raised to 3 MPa, megapascal. So this is the first value of elastic constant E. Now we are going to derive the value of G and K. As discussed in the previous slide, we have the relation E is equal to twice G into 1 plus mu. Therefore, on solving this equation, we have the value of G is equal to E upon 2 into 1 plus mu. But as we have already calculated the value of E, it is 241.143 into 10 raised to 3 MPa divided by 2 into 1 plus 0.25. The value of mu, it is given in the numerical. Therefore, we have the value of G is equal to 96.457 into 10 raised to 3 megapascal. This is the value of second elastic constant. We have already determined the value of E, the first elastic constant. We have determined the value of G, the second elastic constant. Now we are going to determine the value of third elastic constant, that is K. As discussed in the previous lecture, we have E is equal to thrice K into 1 minus twice mu. On solving this equation, I have the value of k, which is equal to E upon 3 into 1 minus twice mu. Now putting all those value which is given in the numerical and the value of E, I am having the final equation which is equal to 241.143 into 10 raised to 3 whole divided by 3 into 1 minus twice mu. Therefore, after solving it, I am having the final value of k which is equal to 160.762 into 10 raised to 3 megapascal, or you can see it as Newton per mm square also. So by using the given statement, we have derived the value of three elastic modulus E, G and K. Now we are going to solve a second numerical which is based on the concept of stress and the relation between the three elastic moduli. We have the problem statement: a cylindrical piece of steel 80 mm diameter and 120 mm long is subjected to an axial compressive force of 30 kN. Calculate the change in volume of the piece if the bulk modulus is 1.7 into 10 raised to 5 MPa and Poisson's ratio mu is equal to 0.3 Newton. 0.3, not Newton, it is only 0.3. So from the numerical, it is given that a cylindrical piece of steel 80 mm diameter. So the diameter of that particular cylindrical piece is 80 mm and the length of that particular cylindrical piece is 120 mm long. It is subjected to an axial compressive force of 70 kN. Now in the previous lecture, in the previous slide, the force which is a tensile in nature. Now in this problem, the force it is in compressive in nature. From the given data, we have to calculate the change in volume of the piece. Now all of you know that we are going to use this formula: epsilon V is the volumetric strain is equal to change in volume upon original volume. This formula we are going to use to find out the value of change in volume. Means delta V we have to find out from the given data. Now how to find out this value? Now we will proceed in this manner. The value of diameter of the bar is given in the numerical, and also the length of the bar is also given in the numerical. From that data we have the volume of the cylinder which is equal to area into length. Now as the diameter is given, we have the area pi by 4 into 80 square into length is 120. From this we have the value of volume of the cylinder which is equal to 603.50 into 10 raised to 3 mm cube. Now volume it is in centimeter cube, mm cube or meter cube also, but as all the values are in mm, we have the volume in mm cube also. Now in the numerical, the value of compressive force it is also given, it is 70 kN. Therefore from that value we have the value of direct stress which is denoted by the letter sigma, which is equal to P by A. We have the value of P, it is 70 kN. So in Newton it will become 70 into 10 raised to 3 Newton divided by pi by 4 into 80 square. From that we have the value of direct stress which is equal to 13.926 MPa megapascal. Once you know the value of direct stress, we are going to use the relation E is equal to thrice K into 1 minus twice mu. This relation we have already discussed in the previous lecture also. Therefore we have E is equal to 3 into the value of K is 1.7 into 10 raised to 5 MPa into 1 minus 2 into 0.3. After that we have the relation E. After this relation we have the value of E which is equal to 204 into 10 raised to 3 MPa. As discussed in the previous lecture also, we have bulk modulus is equal to sigma V upon epsilon V. Means it is the ratio of direct stress to the volumetric strain. From this relation we have the volumetric strain which is equal to sigma by K. Therefore after putting all those values which we have calculated already, we have the value of epsilon v is equal to 8.1917 into 10 raised to minus 5. Now once you know the value of epsilon v, from this equation epsilon v is equal to delta v upon v, we are going to find out the value of delta v. Therefore delta v is equal to epsilon v into v. On putting all those values, I have the final change in volume due to the value of axial compressive force equal to 49.437 mm3. This is the final answer of this particular problem. Means under the action of compressive force of 70 kilonewton, the change in volume is 49.437 mm3. We will stop here. In the next lecture we will discuss the different numerical based on the same concept. Thank you.